search through the computer, Your Honor.
Ay, gusto mo madalian na magkaroon ng ebidensya kontra sa nakasakdal, ganun ba?
Actually, yung mga dokumentong unang inirelease namin, nasa opisina ko na po. Kasi po, even before that, humihingi na po ang mga kaibigan natin sa media, pero hindi ho natin nirelease. Kaya
Hindi nga,
yes.
hindi yan ang issue tinatanong ko sa iyo kung nasa iyo na yung mga dokumento.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yung ginawa mo na search, bakit hindi ka nag-umpisa doon sa logical point of starting the search? Yung probinsya nung nakasakdal na opisyal ng gobyerno.
Maybe I should have done it. I should have done it, Your Honor.
It never occurred to you, no?
Yes, Your Honor.
At inumpisa mo sa Maynila sapagkat siguro sinabi, nagmamadali kami na kailangan namin ng ebidensya, ganun ba?
Hindi naman po.
Ha?
Available na po yung mga ebidensya na yun, yung mga titulo po. They were available when they
Available
requested.
na nung tinawagan ka ni...
Yes, Your Honor.
Tinawagan ka ni Congressman Tupas?
Yes, Your Honor.
Paano mo, bakit available? Wala naman sa request sa iyo, available na ka sa iyong kamay.
Yes, Your Honor, because ang mga media po ay humihingi na noon pa. So when they requested...
Teka muna.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nag-search ka na nung hinihingi sa iyo ng media?
Yes,
ba?
Your Honor.
Bakit?
Well, I thought that it would be a best preparation, Your Honor, because they are asking. So I had the registers of the search.
Kompanyero, medyo malabo itong istorya natin eh. Kaya hindi ka panipaniwala na nasa yung kamay, yung ebidensya na hinihingi ni Atty. Tupas, Congressman Tupas, na hindi pa naman humihingi sa iyo ng ayuda o tulong. Kaya yun ang dahilan kung bakit nagtataka yung mga kasama kung mga hukom dito, mga senador, sa iyong testimonya sa amin. Kaya ipaliwanag mo lamang para sa ganon, maklaro yan.
Yes, Your Honor.
Dahil may kaugnayan dyan, yan sa kredibilidad ng iyong deklarasyon dito.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hindi ka paniniwalaan eh. Pag
Yes,
ganyan.
Previous to the request.
The floor
Yes,
is yours.
Thank you, Mr. President.
A half a second interjection with the permission of the presiding officer and Senator Marcos. Kasi po kanina po sa katanungan ko po, sabi po ng ating testigo, 3 araw niya trinabaho. Ang sagot po ko, Senate President, ready na po sa kanyang kamay ang mga dokumento. Kaya nga lang po, ibalan yung kanyang sagot. Mr. President, he answered me that it took him 2 to 3 days to come up with a document, a 2-page document, using the search engine. Now he tells you that the documents were readily available because the media were asking for it. So it just causes more perplexity and confusion. That's all.
Thank you for that, Senator Loren. Sang-ayon ako sa pananaw ng aming Senate President na Attorney Diaz, medyo malabo yung istorya natin. Kaya tatanong ko na, siguro 2 tanong na lang. Hindi kaya nung paghanda nitong listahan na ito, ay may nakabulong sa'yo? Hindi pa ako tapos. Paano mo sasagot? Meron man nakabulong sa'yo na hindi bale, mas malaki yung listahan, mas maganda yung pang PR. Kaya mas mahabang listahan, mas maganda. So, basta't habaan mo para mas magamit ng, mas magamit ng kung sino para pagandahin yung kaso kontra kay Chief Justice, at least in the press.
Hindi po.
Wala naman.
Never po.
Hindi mo naman naisip dahil kaibigan mo ng mga taga-administrasyon, ay ikaw kasama ka sa executive, ay hindi naisip para tulungan ko kasi yun ang ninanais ng ating ng administrasyon, yun ang ninanais. Tulungan ko kaya habaan ko yung listahan para mas maganda para sa kaso kontra kay Chief Justice na napakaraming ibabanggit na mga lupain. Hindi mo naisip yun. Well, okay. In that case, if that is your testimony here, that is all, Mr. Witness. That is all, Mr. President. Thank you.
Majority Floor Leader.
Senator Pia Cayetano, finally.
The gentle lady from Taguig.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. Witness, earlier you were asked by Senator Miriam, why did you not go over the names that appeared after you made your general search, no? Ang sinagot niyo po ay you do not want to be accused of bias. Tama ho ba yun? That's
Yes,
what you
ma'am.
said, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Tama ho. Bakit niyo ho naisip na ma-accuse kayo ng bias? Did you have any discussion? Did you offer to sift through that and to provide details? Pero, or with your staff, did that come up na baka naman pag nilinis ko to, sabihin tumutulong ako sa defense? Why would you think that you would be accused of bias?
Because I will be deciding what documents to include from what not to include, Your Honor.
But, Mr. Witness, hindi ba ang search na hinihingi sa inyo is with respect, again, I will read your letter, information relative to real estate properties registered in the name of Renato Corona et al. Actually, hindi ko talaga alam kung ano yung et al doon. Baka nga may Pia Cayetano dyan. Kasi I don't have the letter of Congressman Tupa. So et al, I don't know who et al is, but I'm assuming that that is the wife and the children. May ganun kayong testimony yesterday, no? Tama ho ba?
And the namesakes, Your Honor.
Of Renato Corona.
And the Coronados, what? And the other,
Castillo and Del Castillo.
yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, Mr. Witness, it was your judgment call that any person with the name of Corona, any person na may Castillo, kahit na Del Castillo married to another person, should be included in that list. And you did not think that instead of bias, you might be accused of gross negligence.
I consider this, Your Honor, as a transmittal letter of materials that should be used, Your Honor. And how they will use it, I leave it up to them, Your Honor.
Mr. Witness, I am not asking you if you know or if you thought of how they will use it. I am asking you if, as the head of an agency, it does not occur to you that your job requires yung prudence na ginagamit nyo, yung care, yung diligence, is that naaayon naman dun sa request na binigay sa inyo. Paano naman ho naging kamag-anak ni Del Castillo married to another person? Yung Castillo na son-in-law ni Chief Justice.
Name search, Your Honor. General name search lang yun.
Mr. Witness, I submit, kahit high school, kahit grade 7, they will be able to distinguish that. And I am not even asking you to put any statements there that would go beyond your natural call of duty. Yung qualification lang. I am as frustrated as my colleagues because you refuse to acknowledge, you refuse to see the effect of your statement. I will show you what is the effect of your refusal to exercise diligence in conducting that search. The result of that is that ABS-CBN, TV Patrol, Inquirer.net, and Radyo Inquirer, and naiwan ko yung iPad ko doon, pero meron akong video copy ng, I think it was an ABS news report, all state here, show this document that was produced by your office, and I will put on record. Impeachment panel spokesman Miro Kimbo said that based on the records from the Land Registration Authority, Corona and his family have 45 properties, houses and condo units. This is the effect of your search, which you refused to even qualify in any way just because you do not want to be accused of bias. Ito po yung result nun. Further, Kimbo says that in a letter to Iloilo Representative Nil Tupas, I really do not want to comment on the merits, but there are already the certificate of titles and condominium certificates, referring again to the 45 properties. That is the effect, Mr. President. Mr. President, I point this out again because this goes down in our journal. This is how future impeachment cases will be conducted. May I ask, Mr. President, to the witness, who, after you produce this letter, well, I suppose this letter was sent to the office of Congressman Tupas, or it was picked up from your office?
I think it was delivered, Your Honor.
Delivered.
By my staff, Your Honor.
To whom? Would you know?
To the office of Congressman Tupas, Your Honor.
And to spokespersons also, because I have to also put on record many times the prosecutors who present themselves in court hide behind the cloak of they differentiate themselves from the statements being made by the spokesperson. And I, for one, consider them one and the same. But the truth of the matter is, the record showed that the spokesperson used the document that came from you. And that is why I would like to see that you acknowledge the effect of the statements you made. Because the statements you made here in court, the two opposing panels had it appears to me, easily agreed that from 45, it is down to more than a half. More than a half of the documents you certified were thrown out. You could have easily done that. Now let me move to another point. In response to Senator Marcos' query, kung ginagamit nyo pa ho yung computer, ang sagot nyo, you've disabled it because wala pa hong rules. And when you were asked what